Fevers can be really scary when they hit our kids, especially for new parents. So today we're going to discuss why the fever happens and when you should be nervous about it and when you should really just let it play its course and what you can do about it. I'm Dr. Rodney White with Chiropractic, and thanks for joining us. So why do we get a fever? Well, it does two things. Number one, it activates and fires up our immune system. It gives it more efficiency and effectiveness in killing whatever bacteria or virus has gotten into our system or into your kid's system, and it's going to help the body kill that a little quicker. Number two, it slows down that bacteria or virus's ability to reproduce, so it increases our ability to kill it and slows down its ability to keep growing. So obviously those are good things. The fever is there to protect us. It's not an enemy. So we've got to be careful of some of the myths that are out there around it. We don't want to treat it like it's something that's always harmful, because it's not. Now, one of the biggest issues out there for parents is we've all been trained to look at the number. What's the degree of temperature that my child is suffering from? And we're worried about these milestones, but it's not the number, it's the behavior we've got to worry about. Let's look at two different examples. If your child has a 103 or 104 temperature, but they're staying very hydrated, they're behaving normally, they're a little lethargic because they're sick, but they're otherwise able to get up, move around, do what they want to do, make good eye contact if they're younger, all those things, then that child's fine. Just keep monitoring them. But you can have instances where a child is only a 101 temperature, but they're not getting their fluids in, so they're getting dehydrated, which is very dangerous. They're not breathing well, they're very lethargic. That is now becoming a medical emergency. So start learning to monitor your child's behavior and reaction to it, not the actual temperature. So what can we do if our child has a fever? Well, number one, first and foremost, we have to make sure they stay hydrated. That's where a lot of the issues come in. So it needs to be clean filtered water. If they're an older child, you can mix it with coconut water to get electrolytes. If they don't want to drink that, you can offer them a teaspoon with water or an eyedropper. You just have to get fluids into their body. It's got to be that clean water, like I said. You can even make popsicles and freeze them with different flavors to help. If they're a younger child and they're breastfeeding, just keep offering them breast milk as often as you can, whether they're latching onto you or it's bottle fed, it doesn't matter. Your body's actually going to provide them the best thing possible anyway in that breast milk. So it's just all about fluids. Keep those fluids in. Number two, monitor their behavior changes. We mentioned that before. You've got to make sure your child's otherwise acting normally. Are they breathing properly? Are they making eye contact? Are they wanting to do certain things? Do they have an appetite? Are they wanting to drink water? All of those things. If they are, great, just keep monitoring them, even if the fever spikes. Because remember, the fever is designed to go up and down based on our circadian rhythms. That's why often it will spike at night when we're otherwise resting, and that's when our body can do its thing. That's all very normal. But if you notice those behavioral changes, that's when you might go and seek further medical care. Number three, we've got to keep them comfortable. And usually all that means the best way to do it is skin to skin. If their temperature is very high, putting them on mum or dad's chest with baby just in a diaper, or older kids in underwear or shorts or something like that, get chest to chest, your body temperature is going to help regulate and cool their body down. If they're on the other end of the spectrum where their fever is broken and now they're getting chills, your body temperature will warm them up. So that's going to help a lot. A room temperature bath is very good for them, and a cold face press on their forehead or the back of their neck. There's a few other things that you can do as well. One thing we always recommend, if your child already goes to a chiropractor, go and get them adjusted. We know through the research that a chiropractic adjustment improves the brain's communication with everything in the body. That includes the immune system, so that can help get them more comfortable. Also make sure they're taking vitamin D, vitamin C, elderberry. There's some great essential oils out there that can help. All of these things that aren't designed to replace medication, they're designed to help the body heal faster, because remember, we really don't want to reduce these fevers with medications. That often keeps the child sick for longer and harms their ability to make fevers later on. But if you're ever nervous about it, don't ever hesitate to go and get a medical examination. Pediatrician, urgent care, any of those things, have them check out your child. Are they breathing properly? Are they still thriving? All of those things. Just don't go there looking to reduce the fever with medication unless we're hitting medical emergency. Other than what we've mentioned, the one caveat that really is a medical emergency, if your child is 2 months of age or younger and they hit a temperature above 100.4 degrees, they need to be seen immediately. Don't wait for your pediatrician to have an opening. That is an urgent care or ER now. It doesn't mean that they're in danger necessarily, but that's a huge red flag when they're under 2 months of age and their temperature is getting above that. So please go and seek medical help when that's happening, or if you're just worried or nervous at all. Don't ever fret to go and do that. Just understand that the fever is helping your child's body. It's not necessarily an enemy. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything else you want to add, just post a comment in the video if you're watching it, or send us a message if you're listening to this on a podcast. So thanks for your attention. We'll see you next time.